Hey everybody, this is Marie Rosado, your South of Atlanta Realtor with Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate Metro Brokers. Working from home, of course, where everybody should be, I hope. I came across this article not long ago from US News and World Report. The name of the article is What to Do If You Can't Pay Rent During the Coronavirus Pandemic. It was written by Devon Tarsby on March 27, 2020, not too long ago. And I thought some of her key points were very helpful, and I wanted to share them with you. Or if it does not apply to you, you can share it to somebody that you do know is going through a similar situation. Now, I'm not going to read through all of it, but I do want to highlight some of the things that I found interesting, and here they are. If you can't pay rent during the coronavirus pandemic, here's what you should do. Check your lease. As you should, when you run into any issues with the landlord, first examine your lease to see what the landlord expects if you find yourself unable to pay rent, and if there's any leeway based on the circumstances. You may find that it lays out an official process in the event of unemployment or other incident. Some lease some leases may include an act of God clause that address natural disasters or major events that could not be reasonably prevented. It is not clear if unemployment due to pandemic fall into this category in every case, but it may be worth exploring with an attorney to potentially seek a stay in rent for a brief period of time. Now, some of the states like Florida or tornado prone state might have such natural disaster. uh, some of the leases that I came across in Georgia does not have one, or some may depend on the property management company. Now you may have to check first and see if you have a natural act of God clause, and if you do, that's great. Then you're gonna have like proper instruction of what to do in such event. Now the next point that I thought was interesting was helpful was to contact a lawyer. It says here, before speaking with your lawyer, your landlord or property manager, it is in your best interest to speak with an attorney to get a better grasp of your rights as a tenant and the best phrasing to use when you let your landlord know that paying rent on time or in full is impossible. Now, in the second paragraph, she mentioned Friedman recommends checking on your state's bar association website, as many offer information on tenants' rights and can help you find an attorney who may be able to help. It is also a nice way to find attorneys who are willing to do the work pro bono, which I thought was pretty helpful, because the whole point of not being able to pay the rent is because you're not don't have the money. So it's good if you're able to find an attorney who's able to do the work for free. So that's a good start. If you're able to go to the bar association in your particular state. The other point that she mentioned I also thought was interesting. One second, let me just scroll down a bit. Is work out a payment plan. Now that's very good. The next step, and one that should be done in a timely manner, is to speak with your landlord and see if a new plan can be established. You may be able to suspend payments for the time being or slowly pay back unpaid rent once local businesses have opened again to allow you to find income. In other cases, half of your monthly rent could be forgiven to ease the burden. While some landlord may able to forgive rent to all tenants, it is not possible for many others. May work with individual tenant on a case-by-case basis. Now, that I thought was very helpful, and is always a I think the best way to go if you feel like you're not able to catch up, or if you're waiting for the government check to come in and it hasn't come on time for you. You may want to reach out to the landlord right away to explain to them your particular situation and see if they can either uh, forgive your late fee or agree on a payment plan with you that is suitable to your particular budget at this time. One of the landlords that I came across uh, said that she waived all of her late fees and she gave her tenants a discount. So it's something to consider. It doesn't hurt to reach out, to make the first step, to talk to your landlord, especially if the landlord uh, know that you have a good track record. They'll be very willing to talk to you. And even if you don't have a good record, it's always good to reach out, to make the first step, to be proactive, because the last thing you want to happen is to get the legal notice once the economy opens up and you are caught unprepared. So I thought that was very helpful. So uh, the last point that she made was to look out for government rulings that apply to you. HUD announced on March 18 that it placed a moratorium on all evictions and foreclosures for the next 60 days, taking residents of HUD housing into mid May. While this does not apply to all housing, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau's endorsement of the action is aimed to encourage other low-income housing providers and private landlords to take similar steps. Now, many states and counties throughout the U.S. have also stopped eviction and foreclosure, either as a target measure to prevent a boom in homelessness or simply because courts are closed. A temporary moratorium on eviction, however, means you need to take action now to either pay rent or come to an agreement with your landlord to prevent an eviction filing as soon as the moratorium is lifted. So again, best way is to reach out to your landlord and to make an agreement. So yes, the government have put a stop on evictions, but it's always good to be proactive. Reach out to your landlord or property manager and set up that payment plan so that you don't get caught unaware. I hope that you found this article useful. Again, I will leave the link in the description box below. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I would appreciate if you give me a like, a share, and I would appreciate your comments as well. I hope that if you found this article and video helpful, and you would like to see some more, please do let me know. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you again. Bye.